Hmm. Hi, everybody, and welcome to what's turning out to be not that bad of a Sunday. Coming to you in the afternoon from the Portland, Oregon, and Vancouver, Washington area. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. By the way, I had somebody ask me the other day in the comments if I'm a meteorologist, and I referred them and would refer you to my bio page, which you can find if you're interested on my weather site, portlandweather.com. Okay. Number one headline on this Sunday is the winter storm warning, which is active up through tonight into 4 a.m. Monday for the Cascades, including Mount Hood. So here on the left, you can see it's kind of foggy up there. The snow has been heavy at times. This is Ski Bowl Resort up on Mount Hood, and thank goodness they have been opened for skiing, boarding, and tubing yesterday and today with their base up over 40 inches of 5,000 feet. Bases are pushing 100 inches at Meadows and Timberline. And we reported a couple days back that apparently here in the Oregon Cascades, our ski resorts have the most snow of anybody in the entire country. So that's kind of cool, right? And we're adding to it with this winter storm hitting today. Now, in the meantime, we had the storm system that came through last night, early morning. That's broken into showers. You can see on the satellite picture, there's a little break right in here, but you can see some speckled clouds. That's cumulus cloudiness with a low that's continuing to bring showers into our area. I still think we have pretty quiet weather overall all tomorrow and Tuesday, but back in here is our Nick system, and it will bring rain, steady rain, for much of New Year's Day. Not a big storm, but steady rain much of New Year's Day. So that's a little bit about what I'm tracking and going to be talking about. I have been mentioning, and I'll mention it again, that with this wet weather pattern that's been ongoing for a number of days now, river levels obviously are rising. So far, we really haven't had anything of note in terms of floodwaters or rivers going over flood stage. But this is the list in front of you, including the Trask, the Pudding, the Wilson River, that the River Forecast Center continues to watch carefully. Now, their wording, and they've actually lowered the risk factor. They're now saying only a 20 to 35% chance of floodwaters through this upcoming Friday, January 3rd, for any of these rivers. So basically, you know, we could still get some minor flooding, but there's a 60% chance or better that all of these rivers will basically hold within flood stage. What's happening is that we're getting some good shots of rain, but we're also getting enough spacing in between these weather fronts it's allowing the surges of rising water to kind of level off a little bit before the next level or surge of water hits. So that's good news, but just keep that in mind that this is an ongoing concern to some degree. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the 30-day outlook as we're getting closer to moving into January. And this is interesting to me. So on the left, this is the American GFS excuse me, American CFS model, which stands for Climate Forecast System. And this is January 23rd through the 30th, January 23 through the 30th. And this is an air mass temperature map showing anomalies of cold or warm air. And notice just an absolute frigid cold bullseye with temperatures approaching some 20 degrees colder than normal, coming down through the upper Midwest into Iowa, into Chicago, and penetrating all the way down into Texas. Now, in the meantime, we still have a lot of warm out air out into the Pacific, and this black dashed arrow line is kind of where the wall is setting up near the Rocky Mountains, with the cold air staying to our east, and we're relatively mild overall and just wet here along the western coast of the US. Now, this is interesting. If you flip over here on the right side, this is Pacific January 26th. Obviously, things are going to change in terms of timing and even development, but right now, models on the European model have been showing a surface low January 26th. Now, what's interesting is the Euro keeps the cold air well to our east, so this would just be a rainmaker and probably a gusty east wind maker. But if the euro were to get as cold as what the some of the American models are showing, then the position of this low, if it were just slightly south, would bring in the possibility of winter storm conditions and maybe some snow into the valley. I mean, I'm really spitballing here. This is not meant to say, hey, we're finally going to get a snowstorm. I'm just showing you a flavor of what I'm looking at. Really, the biggest headline here is that for weeks now, and it looks like for a continuation much of January. Much of the cold air that shoots across our country is going to be east of the Rockies. We've been seeing these cold troughs across the Great Lakes and the Northeast, and at times into the Midwest, time and time again. And it looks like that pattern holds. So if that's the case, then back here to the left, the cold air could stay to our east and will stay mild. But I remind you that when we had a similar pattern in January of last year, 2024, the models kept the cold air boundaries to our east and then eventually changed. The cold air leaked into the Pacific Northwest, a low formed from the Pacific, and we had an ice storm. So just note that whenever you get these long stretches of cold air shoots coming down along the Rockies and off to the east, it's becomes a 50-50 proposition that eventually some of that cold air is going to break over the Rockies and into eastern Oregon, eastern Washington. East winds ignite, and it could fuel us some winter weather. So we'll see. Just more little fun talk than anything. Here is the actual 30-day outlook from the American CFS model. And this is through January, and it gives us a mild 559 millibar pressure height. These are lines of equal pressure at 18,000 feet, so kind of the upper flow pattern. Notice there's slight ridging into Portland. Notice the cold trough, as mentioned, is still mostly across the eastern U.S. There's the polar jet and that thicker blue contour down into Chicago. But we're still mild and wet. This is the exact same pattern that we're locked into right now and have been for the last couple of weeks when, December looked like it was going to be dry. And then, boom, the last 2 weeks have switched and become wet and increasingly mild. And that's what the temperature outlooks and most of the models pretty much show the same thing. Mild weather continuing for January on the west and cold air across the east. I had been telling you I was seeing some cold weather the back half of January into February. At one point, models were even showing cold weather in March, but now all of those cold weather projections have pretty much been erased. So the only thing I'm wondering is that if this cold air that comes down across the east will at some point shift and leak back to the west and feed us the potential of some winter weather. We'll see. But right now, the models aren't buying it and they don't say it will happen. Okay, quick shout out to the Momentous Wealth podcast brought to you by Momentous Wealth Management, a local financial firm based in Oregon and Washington to help you with your investments, mainly mutual funds and that type of thing. They have a podcast meant to educate you on investment topics. Listen on Apple Podcasts, listen on Spotify. Let's get back to what's going on right now on this Sunday. Here's the radar. So the steady rain has broken into showers. And quite frankly, it's turning out to be a much nicer day than I thought. I didn't think we'd get as much sun, and I thought we'd have about double the amount of showers. Radar showing showers mostly over the Coast Range and then breaking up over the valley and then reigniting into the Cascades. So we'll see if that pattern continues. Snow levels are on their way down to about 3,000 feet. You can see a nice moisture break in here. And again, that's the drier air coming in overnight tonight, Monday into Tuesday. And then right back in here is the system that will bring us steady rain, it looks like, for much of New Year's Day. Here is my Mount Hood page. You can find it on my weather site, portlandweather.com. Timberline 27, Meadows 33, Skibo 30. Snow levels have been around 4,000 feet, expected to drop down. And that's 30 at 5,000 feet at Skibo, by the way. Here's Government Camp at 4,000 feet, 33 degrees, just above freezing, and Highway 26 is in good shape. After you can see, they've picked up a lot of snow, certainly more than a foot on the ground at Government Camp. Snow levels are expected to lower to 3,000 feet during the afternoon. And then with just a little bit of light snow with snow showers scattered on Monday at 2,500 foot snow level. Tuesday's dry. New Year's Day, 4 to 12 inches could fall. Snow levels will start at 3, but then rise above the passes. So if this is correct, Wednesday afternoon, eventually it would all be rain at Government Camp. And then Thursday, just some light showers with snow levels continuing to be mild at 5,000 feet. So if you're going to go up to the mountain tomorrow, cold air, 2,500 foot snow level, a touch of some new snow, but not much, and maybe passes are in pretty good shape for travel. Here's Santiam, all wet at 31 degrees, Willamette 33, Cabbage Hill all wet too. So currently, temperatures have been holding a little bit warmer. But with falling temperatures expected later this afternoon, it's very possible going into this evening that Highway 26 over Government Camp will become snow covered. Temperatures will be holding steady to falling in the coming hours, only 32 for a high on Monday. Again, you can find this information courtesy of Hillcrest uh, sports shop for all of your skiing and boarding needs in Gresham on my weather site, portlandweather.com, my Mount page. Okay. Here is the GFS American model. This is the future radar. This is mimicking what radar could look like. This is 1 o'clock this afternoon, so coming up here in 1 minute. Scattered shower patterns, what you're looking at. Now you're seeing the green areas. The showers decrease in number overnight. Just a few scattered showers around tomorrow, a day that promises a lot of dry time. And then completely dry weather Monday overnight into Tuesday morning. Now, here is Tuesday at 4 p.m. Now you got late day rain moving into the coast. And then this is New Year's Eve, Tuesday evening, Tuesday night. Steady rain moves in, and there is steady rain following Wednesday morning, New Year's Day, and still raining more than not into the afternoon, eventually breaking into showers Wednesday afternoon on New Year's Day. And then we've got a drier day with just a few scattered showers around, I think, on the Thursday to follow. This is that Thursday morning. This will be a day with breezy south winds Thursday and a Friday as snow levels go back up higher and we increasingly get back into a milder weather pattern. Okay. Let's see here. What did I just show you? I showed you that. Here's this. This is wind. So west winds expected to become breezy this afternoon, but so far it hasn't happened. And the adjusted models, this is the national blended models, show that for the most part, we just have west winds 10 to 20 miles per hour for peak gusts this afternoon, coast and valley. Maybe a little windier up in the high country and out through the gorge, but nothing bad. And if I play this, now we've got quieter days coming Monday, Tuesday. So notice here's Monday afternoon. All the wind gusts are generally 10 miles per hour or less. So that's light winds Monday, light winds Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, now you've got winds into the evening starting to pick up along the coast. These will be south winds gusting about 20, 26. But notice it never really gets higher than that. And here we are midday on Wednesday with rain falling on New Year's Day. It's mostly 10 to 20 mile per hour wind gust at most. And these will be from the south southwest. Not much wind in the gorge on New Year's Day either. So that's good news. No concerns there. I just wanted to show you this is the American GFS surface map. And this is Monday morning. Here's the big surface high building in. That's why we have mainly dry weather on Monday with a few scattered showers potentially. And then no rain chance Monday night, Tuesday morning. And most of us will be dry until we get into Wednesday evening. And this is New Year's morning of that Nick system pumping moisture and bringing us the rain during the day. Notice it looks kind of weak, and it is. I think it's going to be a decent rainmaker, but certainly not a big storm. Again, that's New Year's Day. Uh, with the dry weather coming, Tuesday or Monday overnight, Tuesday morning is the one day that we do expect to see some freezing temps. This doesn't go overly cold. This is the national blended model. It shows Hood River about 33, shows low to mid 30s to 37 degrees to 38 up in Kelso, but really from Portland, mostly 35, 37, closer to freezing in Marion County, 33, 35, 32, 33 down around Eugene and Lane County, and then temperatures around freezing farther to the south, upper 30s to 40 along the coast. So these numbers might be too warm. I absolutely believe there will be some freezing temps in the Hood River Valley Tuesday morning, and there will be at least some scattered freezing numbers in the Willamette Valley Tuesday morning as well. So we keep an eye on that. Okay, with all of that said, in the meantime, it's more mild weather. These are 12 o'clock temps. Let me see if they'll update. Yep, okay. We're actually down 2 degrees in Portland at the 1 o'clock hour, 51 down in Medford. Let's go around the horn. We've got, let's see here. Let's go Monday. Mainly dry, Monday, Tuesday. Highs only in the mid 40s, cooler than we've been. There's the likely rain even down in southern Oregon on New Year's Day. So that shows you the widespread likely rain expected on Wednesday, New Year's Day. Breaks into scattered showers Thursday. Rain picks up on Friday. And there's that milder weather returning 53 Thursday, 52 degrees on Friday. 46 over in Bend right now. They've got dry weather on Monday and Tuesday. Both days we'll see temperatures, well, freezing Monday morning and perhaps freezing Tuesday morning. Daytime highs only around 40. There's the moisture building into Central Oregon on New Year's Day, especially going into the afternoon hours. 43 degrees, and then a mix of snow and rain at night and rain during the day with highs in the 40s Thursday, Friday into Saturday. Up in Seattle, let's see here. Not they're giving a likelihood of rain showers on Monday and then a mainly dry Tuesday with rain chances picking up later in the day and then a rainy New Year's Day with a high of only 45 degrees. Again, this keeps all nights above freezing and daytime highs cooler than we have been seeing, mostly in the 40s throughout the period. Here's Salem, 52 right now. Some scattered showers, 48 tomorrow. Mainly dry during the day. Tuesday, only 40 in the 40s as well. So there's a little mini cool down. New Year's Day, as south winds pick up and rain moves in, 51 degrees, and we're back to more mild weather. 54 Thursday, 54 degrees on Friday. Let's go down to North Bend. 50 on Monday, chance of some rain showers. Tuesday, mainly dry. New Year's Day, absolutely wet, but look at the mild weather returning. Again, Thursday, 56, Friday, 55. Certainly a rainy weather pattern overall, minus the dry weather this coming, or drier weather coming this Monday into Tuesday. Okay. Courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros up here in Clark County. Here is our 7-day forecast. All right, this afternoon, 51 degrees. We're kind of there right now. Showers out there. A few showers with some breaks tomorrow, 40 to 48. Some of you will be in the 30s. Could be some freezing numbers in the valley Tuesday morning. IPDX at 36. A dry day, evening rain. The steady rain in the 40s on New Year's Day. Sun and scattered showers. I'm back to mild weather on Thursday, 54. A weather system comes in Friday morning. That steady rain Thursday overnight and a Friday morning, breaking in showers, still mild 53. And then Saturday's a day that could be mainly dry, but still 50. And then I have us in the 50s the following Sunday with rain picking up. So that is your update on this Sunday. Hope your holiday season is going well. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps me out. You will be notified when I post new videos. I'm Rod Hill, and I'll talk to you soon.